What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Just bring in the shots for sure before the clip right here. All right. So to the 1 month thing, you guys.
All right.
Damn. Woo!
Ooh.
You guys ready now?
All right then. Hey guys, welcome back to Talking After Midnight. My name is Carlos. I'm here with Omar and Jesus. Well, I mean, in the beginning of the video, I guess you guys saw us take a shot for a 1 month anniversary. And the coincidence is that today's topic is about drugs and alcohol. And what I did want to talk about with you guys was what kind of alcohol do you guys prefer?
Oh, I see. Well, we were taking vodka, so I'm actually most comfortable with that, to be honest. And I don't know if you guys ever tried vodka with ice, where you just get a cup of vodka, you put some ice in there, let it sit for like a minute, you know, like they go like carpet. Yeah. Tastes like water. I'm just saying, bro. But that's my type of drink. If I'm going out to the club, which I barely do, if I go out to a club, that's my type of drink right there. Vodka with some rocks on the side right there. What about you, Omar?
Man, I'm not much of a drinker, man. I'm already tipsy as we speak.
We got a non-drinker here.
With one shot, yeah.
I mean, if I were to choose a drink,
There's tequila, there's whiskey, there's vodka, there's bourbon, there's rum, all that stuff, man.
I mean, I guess if you also want to put seltzers.
Oh yeah, we'll do beers right now. Yeah. What do you think for like hard alcohol?
I'm not a drinker like that.
Have you taken seltzers? Like basically like Smirnoffs?
I've taken Smirnoffs. Smirnoffs? That's what it's called? Smirnoff?
There's Smirnoffs.
Yeah,
There's
Smirnoff.
what's it called? Man, I can't think of the top of my head.
There's Smirnoffs, there's White Claws.
I guess if I were to choose
Is
one
that a
of those,
seltzer?
White Claws?
Yeah.
I think so.
What's a seltzer? What the hell?
Well, a seltzer is more of like Smirnoffs are. There's like I would say it's like fruity type.
So like Mike's Hard Lemonade?
Yeah, I mean that's a Smirnoff.
Oh, okay,
Smirnoff.
I fucking hate Mike's Lemonade.
Oh, fuck.
You can see the effect.
The effect has kicked in, guys. No, but it's like also like what's that one called? I can't think of my head.
What does it taste like? What is it?
It's known, but people don't really fuck with it. I guess it's like a lemonade.
Truly?
There you go.
Oh, Truly. Okay.
Why can't I think it? God damn.
I was like, for some reason, like Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's like that basically. A Truly. How they had it just originally just lemonade Truly, but then they changed it to like a fruit punch Truly.
Yeah. Isn't it like that bubbly stuff too? Right.
Yeah. Well.
I think you'd enjoy that, Omar. Like if you did drink, cause that kind of stuff, like people really like the bubbles, and like you probably don't understand that, but the bubbles really get in the way of like the taste or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it does give you like a good buzz.
And
I'm not inciting and enticing that he should.
Don't drink if you're underage, of course.
Don't drink and drive.
Especially. What I'm saying though is seltzers, like it's more of like you can taste like it's when I say like let's say fruit punch. You put fruit punch and you put a little bit of alcohol. You'll taste more of the fruit punch instead of the alcohol. But the thing is that with seltzers, the difference between seltzers and alcohol is that like pure alcohol is like I want to say maybe like 30 to 40% of alcohol, right? Or even more, of course, depending on what you get. But for seltzers, it would mainly be like I want to say 9 to like 6 or 8% of alcohol.
Yeah, I would say 8%. Yeah,
the most is 8% of alcohol in the drink of a seltzer. So it's not like that much, depending on, of course, what you want to take. But seltzers aren't that bad unless you not because pure alcohol I would say is more of like partying hard. But
seltzers
like,
for like people who like
just want to
like
kick
they're not
back.
drinkers, yeah, but they still want to drink.
It's like a kind of like a hangout type thing. Like
yeah, dude, yeah, literally, yeah. So that's what we're saying. Like that's best for you.
Have you ever tried anything like that? Like the seltzer type? If you know what they are.
I've tried Smirnoff.
Yeah, I mean Smirnoff
It's
is
like
a
you might as
seltzer.
well just drink Sprite.
Here's the funny thing: I don't even drink soda.
Look at this. I'm the vegetarian who doesn't drink soda. Yeah. What the heck, bro? So, wait, what have you? Okay, so let's just say on the record, Omar doesn't drink at all. I guess me and Carlos would be the drinkers, but this is a perspective from a guy who doesn't drink. What do you drink? Like if you were to go out to a club, you know?
If I were to go to a club, since I'm not much of a drinker, the first drink that comes to my mind is like a shot of tequila.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Okay, no.
Yeah, no. See, I can't ask him what brand because obviously he's not gonna know.
Yeah,
and I don't
no.
drink tequila that much. So yeah.
also. I'm such a lightweight man. I'm a lightweight. No,
he drank this shot.
yeah, no,
Like you said, he's not a drinker,
I'm
so
not.
one shot's gonna get him.
It's one shot. The
He's gonna be
effects.
like, I love you.
You went-
I fucking love you.
Yeah, no, Carlos, you went on a whole rant about like the specifics of alcohol and percentage. I just heard numbers.
Dude, you ever drink IPAs? You probably don't know what that is.
IPAs?
Yeah, IPAs, dude. It's like Jaeger. It's like really hard. It's like it has like 9 to like 12% alcohol on like each of the fucking drinks or whatever. They probably cost like $4 or so. But like, let's say like so, because some people they want to get more drink than. When I chill, I want to drink Pacifico, you know, or maybe a Modelo, but I drink more Pacifico. That's my drink, you know. But some people they get over it and they want to drink more, and then you go to IPAs, bro, and that's like, oof, it tastes like shit, but it gets you up there, bro. It gets you up there.
It's weird because the thing is that there's vodka, there's whiskey, there's all that other type of shit. Because there's also beers and seltzers. I want to say that beers and seltzers are like, well, seltzers are like basically a next generation of beers. I would want to
Dude,
say.
I would say yeah, because dude, even
Because I mean, it's basically like the new generation type beer.
because like you said earlier, it's all about like taste and everything. Like almost, it's basically about like comfort when you're drinking like your drink. Now that's how it is nowadays, and
It really is.
yeah.
But like what I'm saying though is like, of course, if for those that are for those of age, of course, that drink seltzers, of course, at some point they're not gonna stop drinking them. Probably, maybe, I'm not that sure. Of course, that's more in the future. But what I'm saying though is that they'll probably be drinking like beers, of course, like Modelo's, fucking probably like Blue Light or something in the future, because at some point they're gonna be like how would I say it? Like,
No, all I know is I know before, like back day, like everyone was drinking like a strong alcohol or like a beer or something. But like nowadays, like you see a lot of people like a mangoñada, like beer or something like that, or like you know like that type of stuff that you're talking about, dude.
yeah. Actually, have you heard? I saw this recently somewhere on the internet that there's what's it called? The soda. It's the soda.
Arizona?
No, not that.
It's not a soda, but I knew they were making like an alcoholic beverage of that.
It is an alcohol beverage.
Yeah.
It's an alcohol beverage, but it's Jaritos. Have you?
Oh
did you
shit!
hear about that?
They're gonna make alcoholic beverages of that?
No, they already did.
Oh no! I didn't
you know the
that.
orange flavor, right?
You gotta try that shit, bro.
You know but you know the orange flavor? They made that one as an alcohol flavor. I saw that and I'm like, I wonder how that tastes.
Would you try that?
Well, one, I'm not a drinker, and the other, I don't drink soda.
For the fourth
time.
Oh yeah, that's like the two things.
The two things it doesn't take.
Man, I'm the one time I poured my mom Dr. Pepper, she didn't like it. I poured her Mountain Dew, she didn't like it, but I put both of them together and she was like, that was good.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why
But
she
it was
liked
both the
it.
things
Yeah, I don't know why she
together?
liked it, but she was like, this is good. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew. And you know, I'm like, she's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was like, you know, so. But, so I would, you don't smoke either then?
I don't even smoke.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I think
You've
I
never
smoked-
tried it though, right?
I've never tried it. No. I think I've been a calm child.
Maybe next year we'll do a
calm
420
adolescent.
episode, yeah.
420.
Somewhere in the future. Somewhere in the future we'll do one.
Friggin' so that's actually good though, cause a lot of people will like offer you like, bro, take the fuck out, and like so bro, that's a saint we got right here. My name is Jesus, you know. So. What about you? Oh, what was he?
I was just gonna say that yeah, it's good that we have like this friend group that don't actually pressure me to drink.
Oh
Yeah, because obviously there's some friend groups out there that are like,
Yeah.
come on, take this. No, you got a party, you got a pregame. It's cool that I know you guys. You're not like that.
No, yeah, because there are friend groups. I won't lie. I had a friend group that put me in that position I was, in your position. I'd never smoked. I've never drank anything, right? I was a good kid. But I'm not gonna lie. Since smoking was like getting popular, I guess, with the kids back then,
That's a good point,
is when I got into it. But when I was smoking and all that, it was in a position of where I was I was getting kind of not forced, but I was getting like
peer pressure.
Peer pressure. So we were, I was kicking back with them. I didn't know they even had this stuff on them, of course. So what happened was we were kicking back, we were just chilling, and then they pulled it out of nowhere. I wasn't even paying attention because I was on my phone at the time. And then they were telling me, they hit it and all that. And then out of nowhere, they were like, here, take this. And I was like, no, I don't want to take it, of course, for a couple times, But they peer pressured me. They're like, dude, just take it once. Take it once, and then we won't tell you anything no more. So I was like, okay, I'll do a little quick one, right? Yeah, but then if you just take that one hit, of course you'll probably get caught onto it. So of course, kids, if you're underage, of course, don't do drugs, don't drink underage. It's not good for you.
Don't get caught.
Don't listen to him. But of course, doing that, it got me into a position where I was like, that felt pretty good for me because I did it. That day that I did it, I was doing it a little constantly, I guess I would say. And of course, I was just like fuck, like, what am I really doing this for? And then I started thinking, through the process, I was just like, I was more into indica, getting relaxed, sleeping and shit, getting tired. Because for me, I was more of like, I was awake through the whole time. I actually have never taken naps. I've never, of course, said this, but I've never taken naps. But because of taking that, I've taken naps. I felt good after waking up and all that. But through the time, I was just like, indica was the best thing, or CBD.
Indica is like the OG, so.
Exactly, or CBD, relaxing your body, getting calm and all that type of shit. But for me, I would always take that at night. It was always a night thing for me again. Like, I only took it at night just to go to sleep, to get better sleep and all that, or just to feel good about myself. But I haven't done this for like a good, I want to say 2 years now, or 3 years, I would say.
Yeah, at least like in a constant like basis,
No, like in general.
Shit.
I quit basically. Okay. Because I said because I had friends who said like, bro, like you smoke and shit, like I have a feeling you can't stop smoking. Like, it's like them saying like you have an addiction. But I told them like I don't have an addiction. It's just I only do it for me to go to sleep or like to feel relaxed and shit, because I felt not stressed, but like I felt like tension in me, I guess I would say. So I would always just take it at night just to feel, calmed and relaxed. And then there was a point where I was just like, I'll show them that I don't need this just to feel what I felt at the time. And then ever since I showed them, I told them like I'll do a month of not doing it anymore, right? And so then I showed them, I was just like, there you go, I haven't done it. But yeah. So what happened was I did it, right? But then I did take one hit one of the days, like not through the month, but I did it like after the month, I told them. And then I just, when I had it, I just never felt like the same again. So I was just like, I felt so good when I did do it. But ever since I stopped for like that month, I felt even better. Like I felt like I was taking more of control of my life again. So I was like, this is the last hit I've ever taken again. So ever since that day, I just never took another hit again.
That was beautiful, bro.
So like I'm saying out there, like there are people who can say they don't need this to help them out, but there are others who say they can do it, but it's just harder for them to get in more of control of that. So what I'm saying is just like it's like take a little faith in them, I guess.
Yeah,
like try to believe them, like, but don't put too much faith in them, because if it never happens and they still do it through the time they said that they don't need to, then I mean it could be the addiction that they have. So it's just like I guess put a little faith in them, just so that you can they have faith in you, showing them like what happened to me. Like I don't need it no more to do that.
No, yeah, dude, definitely, bro. I feel like a bunch of people have that same perspective, bro. But Omar can't relate. You know what? That's really cool that we talked about both like the alcohol thing and the weed thing. So like like in that case, well, like Omar specifically, what would you think is like? Because people are always making a big deal how like you shouldn't drink and you shouldn't smoke, and then there's other people who are like weed is like worse, and then drinking is worse. You know what would you say, Omar?
So
This is a guy. Let's say it one more time. This is a guy who doesn't drink, who doesn't smoke, but he heard both perspectives right now. So let's hear them out.
yeah. So my opinion on that would be, well, alcohol. Well, your body is a temple, right? People always say your body's a temple.
Be a virgin.
I did not say that.
Then don't be a virgin. Omar's words.
I also I did not say that either. No. Back on the topic at hand. Which one is worse, alcohol or weed? In my opinion, let's all right, drugs. Like the name it's.
drugs is more of like putting it out there. So yeah, let's put weed.
Alcohol versus weed. Alcohol versus weed.
So in my opinion, I'd say alcohol is the worst of the two. Drink alcohol, it'll go straight to your liver. The same thing can be said with like smoking weed, it'll go straight to your lungs. But
you can get collapsed lungs.
yeah, but in the end, I feel like alcohol has done much worse to people. Like, yeah, you have kidney failure, liver failure. Also, you hear about abusive boyfriends, girlfriends.
And they're always usually drunk. Yeah, they're never like, let me take a hit and be my wife.
Yeah. You'll never hear that. Like,
it's always let me take a hit after something.
The other thing I've seen that is an American Horror Story where some guy, he took a hit and then he started talking about like some weird dark stuff, you know, but he didn't exactly like kill anyone or like murder anyone. That's usually like prove me wrong, but that's usually what they do when like, you know, they drink and then they kill someone.
Yeah. What I saw there, I don't remember. What I saw this I guess documentary. I don't remember. I believe it was during school or something, but they showed us like showing us like the different types of drugs. You know, there was this one where I saw when they were doing weed, and they were like I guess showing that they were I believe it was sativa when they took what they took.
Sativa. That's the energy one. The one that
exactly
makes you active.
Like when they're more like.
Basically, you want to be jumping around and shit. You
exactly.
Sativa, basically, yeah.
That's what sativa is. So what I saw in that documentary of that one was where they were like moving around, like I guess if it was like putting like in the position of saying like, oh, I'm gonna move furniture around the house or something. Yeah. They were
physical activity.
Basically. Physical activity, exactly. So what they were doing is like they're moving the fridge around by themselves. Like they had no help basically. It was just them with whatever tools they had to use, basically, what they had in that place that they were in, that they were getting documented in. And what it was is like this person was using like either bare strength or they were using dollies and stuff like that. They were moving fridges, they were moving like heavy things basically, and they were using sativa. Is what I'm saying. It's like it's weird that. Things like this can like actually help you out to like figure out things, because like what it is that with drinking and alcohol, the difference is that like drinking, what you know more about is like it's abusive, it's like bad for your lungs, your liver, or like it's bad for you. But the thing is that for smoking, people around the internet, TV, or even in person, they're saying like, oh, it's bad for you, don't ever do it. It'll get you, like, I guess, cancer, they'll say, or something. Like it's bad for you as well. But what they don't know as well is that it's something that they take to help them out. Like, it's kind of like a stress thing, or
a lot of people
like
would
calm
say
them
that,
down.
People would use that as an excuse too. So sometimes there's not even anything wrong with them, but they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm stressed" or whatever, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But like if you're in I want to say like the lower grades, of course, like in high school, middle school, of course, elementary, like, yeah, you're like, come on, don't really do that. Like, what's the point of doing it during school? Of course, though, like,
I mean, during school,
cause come on, kids nowadays are doing it during school. Like, honestly, I've heard, I knew this kid. They would bring they brought a water bottle actually full of alcohol. And of course, you know, it's a water bottle. It still had the label. Like, what would teachers really think about it?
Dude, but that like what's up with that kid? Like, what would you think about that kid? You know.
I'd say he's either like being stupid or he has some problems happening.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but and dude, that's a good point that you made too, because it's not gonna be a whole bottle of fucking weed. He's gonna bring.
No, it's a bottle of alcohol.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like, look how clear this. Like, of course, it's hard to see, but it's water. It looks water. It's
that could
clear.
literally be alcohol
But
too,
imagine
yeah.
like
If it was
exactly
vodka,
if it was vodka or if it was something else, like you wouldn't be able to tell unless you would open it up and smell it, of course, or you would see the kid reacting in a different way.
Omar, you know what? Like I asked you like what was worse, like weed versus alcohol, but like in this perspective that we're talking here, it really makes it sound like weed is better, right?
It is.
But like, what would you say?
Now that you've heard about this,
Oh no. During high school, I've seen that kind of trick. People bring water bottles filled with alcohol. I'm pretty sure you guys. I don't know if you guys also seen during your days in high school. You just walk into the boys' bathroom, you see people taking hits of Nick.
That was so
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
So when it comes to that, you know, obviously underage, you're just being stupid. Don't do anything.
Exactly.
But you know, I want to bring this up. A lot of people say that being 21 shouldn't be like the age to start drinking, because other countries, I believe it's in Europe. Some places in Europe, it's their legal age to drink is 18.
I was about to say that, like,
Yeah.
like literally a lot of places are 18.
Also, I think
Isn't Mexico also 18?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
so you could be fucking 10 years old.
Oh, yeah.
No, but their legal age. Isn't
Oh.
it 18?
I guess.
I don't even know, man. I went to Mexico when I was 10 years old, and my uncle told me, "Hey, go with your cousin to our local shop and buy some beers." And he's also 10. We're both 10 years old, and he's asking us to go buy some beers at our local little tiendita, little shop. And in my mind, I'm like, "We're gonna go buy beers? We're kids. We're kids."
No,
We
No,
had
in Mexico.
yeah, no, but here's the thing. I walk into the store, right? My cousin's right in front of me. He goes to the counter to like because you got to bring like a crate of the old bottles so they can bring you new bottles. So he brings it up to the counter, and the person that's attending us in the counter is an 8-year-old kid. And we tell him, "Oh, hey, we're here to refill the bottles." And the kid just like checks us out. And that's just crazy to me. Here in
Well,
America,
who's gonna stop you? The fucking
Exactly.
narcos over there or something? What the hell?
Exactly.
We're gonna chop off your head if you're gonna buy more alcohol. Like, what the hell?
What are they gonna do? They're gonna
That's what I'm
drink
saying.
with
Like,
you?
over there, it's crazy, bro. Like, they'll let you like literally just fucking do anything, bro.
Yeah, and it's
Like-
even crazy because over there they also drive.
So you know what I got from this? So like literally from everything you guys have said, like so what I've heard from drinking is that a lot of people drink at school. They'll try to figure out ways to just like drink, you know, like at any time, you know, and a lot of time when they're drinking, they're pissed off or something, or they're feeling something. And then when you said about weed, it's like most of the time people are just like chilling or they're trying to figure out something in life or something like that. So that's what I got from this conversation right here, you know. And I'm sure people will tell you the same thing. Like literally anyone else who can speak through the fucking phone right here, I'm sure they'll tell you the same thing too. Cause even me, like I never knew anyone that was super aggressive and they're like, let me take a fucking hit of my blunt before I get down to the, you know, like they were on something else, you know. So
Yeah.
so I guess in my opinion, I would say like weed is like better than alcohol. Would you guys say that?
I'd say everything in moderation. You know, don't go over the limit. Don't overdose.
Don't go over the limits.
Know your limit. Know your limit.
Bro, because there's people who smoke weed and they just either have a fucking heart attack, they have a panic attack, or they just like faint or something like that, you know?
Or even when they smoke weed, it's either for their anxieties and stuff like that.
So I brought that up because like, what are the pros and cons of drinking, and then what are the pros and cons of wrestling of weed? So what I was thinking of alcohol is like usually every time you go out to a party, you're drinking alcohol, right? So obviously you want to have a good time. You drink alcohol, you know. And then I guess too, like if you want to have a bit more confidence in yourself, like I hate to say it, but like people drink it to have like a bit more oomph in their personality, you know, to like kind of bring themselves out, you know. So that would at least have you a little bit more confident when you.
No,
when you
yeah,
drink
like
it.
they're.
Like I don't dance.
It's fine. It's fine to drink, I would say, but
There's
just
people
don't
that's
take it
gonna-
don't take it to a point where people don't want to be around you to drink.
So what do you think are cons then from drinking?
I would probably just say don't overdo it.
So that's the thing. You get drunk and people start overdoing it. Yeah, that's like one con from drinking, bro. Yeah, I've seen it too, like a bunch, dude.
Yeah, because I mean, like if you overdo it, if you're at a like a gathering or a party or anything like that, and you're drinking, you don't want to overdo it if you can't handle it. Because there are people who can overdo it. They're fucked up, of course. You know, they gotta get taken home by someone else, or they're getting taken by a cab.
Yeah, and they know that
no, those are fine.
they know that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
too.
like they know. But then there are people who already seem aggressive enough, like as they are. But when they start drinking and all that, there are two roads they could go. They could either go, you know, sensitive enough to be like, oh, like they start breaking down. Or like they start talking about how they feel or their life is, and the other side is basically just getting aggressive and shit. Like,
yeah, dude.
Don't
I've seen both sides,
start
yeah.
like just trying to start a fight, or just being like, if they have a girl, they'll start and they see someone staring at the girl, they'll start trying to get aggressive with them. Like, what are you trying to do, or something like
No,
that.
I
like,
see that all the time.
Those are just something like I'm just saying. Just like, if you know your limit, don't overdo it. But if you don't, like, just have a good time, but just keep it at a limit. You'd understand that. But for smoking, I guess I would say, just honestly, I can't think of any.
Well, yeah, guys. So in the end, after all those statistics and everything that we talk about, literally, like, So what do you guys say is like worse, weed versus alcohol? What do you think? Straight from the horse's mouth. Let's go.
I would probably say drinking.
Drinking?
Not gonna lie.
Drinking is worse than alcohol.
I would say, but like, I mean, I have two ways. It's bad if you have the bad temper, of course, but it's good if you're just trying to have a good time and you know how to control it.
Well, that's a good point there too. Yeah.
But drinking to me would be bad. I'm sorry if you guys saw us take a shot, but yeah.
What about you, Omar? Go ahead.
Between the two, I'm gonna go with drinking. You hear more stories of people being aggressive, abusive. Obviously, weed will have like its consequences, but like when it comes to alcohol, the statistics are higher. Drinking while driving has caused a lot of deaths.
To my opinion, I like, you know, like those whole drunk, yeah, like the drinking and everything. I've seen drinkers, I've seen smokers, and I've seen like the dark side of smoking too. So to my opinion, like I would choose smoking just because like a lot of people when they're bored, they smoke, you know. So they don't do anything at all. I've seen a lot of people when they're bored, they do drink and they drink, but they have a job, you know. So and then also when people smoke also, and that's when they think like, let me go out and do this, you know, like let me go out and go to the hills or do something dangerous, you know. A lot of times when they're drunk, they're not gonna be like, yeah, let me fucking, you know, because they can't physically do that, you know. So in my opinion, there's a lot of reasons why smoking is a lot, but those two are one of the top ones. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're being honest though, doing either one of them is still bad.
Either one of them. Yeah. Let's just put it clear. Both of them are huge no-nos. But this is topic right here, and the topic is weed versus alcohol.
Yeah. So that's where we're gonna end it today, guys. So thank you for joining us on the Talking After Midnight and on this topic today. This topic was really a good one.
Interesting topic.
It was really interesting. For Omar, probably. How did you feel about this topic, especially? Well, there you guys have it. So we'll see you guys next time on the next episode we'll have out. I don't know what topic will probably be about, whatever. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for having us. Yeah. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you.